Oh boy, everybody, season 13 is almost here. Are you ready for season 13 of Sea of Thieves? Because I am ecstatic. In this video, we're going to just do a little bit of a deep dive into everything that's coming so that you understand, you're ready, and you're prepared for everything that's coming tomorrow. So, Burning Blade, biggest world event that we've had in a while. It's a massive ship, couple decks, 10 cannons. It's got a giant fireball launching thing on the front of it. I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's the first, well, technically the second, like, player-controlled world event. The first one, I would say, is Fort of the Damned. But this world event, you can take over Flameheart's Burning Blade ship and claim it as your own. Or you can choose to sink it. Either way, it's going to be bumping for the first week or two of this event. Everyone's going to be going for the Burning Blade. After the first couple of weeks, maybe it'll slow down a little bit, maybe it won't. Who knows? I mean, it could really take over for a while. I'm excited. I get to use my Flameheart soundboard. We get to taunt people on our live streams, and it's going to be so much fun. There's also new skeleton camps that are coming in. Those are going to change the game because they're going to act a lot like sea forts, to where you can go, you can do them even if you're not in control of the Burning Blade. And all in all, it's going to be super cool. Flameheart himself will be present on Reaper's Hideout. So that's also going to be a little bit of a change to the function of Reaper's Hideout. In the videos we've seen, it looks like Junior is going to be standing next to him, which means turning in at Reaper's Hideout is going to be a ton easier, just for like normal turn-in at Reaper's. You don't have to like go up and down the ramp anymore. So are you really excited? Because I'm really excited, and let's get into this. Let's look at what's coming in the Plunder Pass, in the Season Pass, and some new cosmetics, and some new stuff in the Emporium, and also a bunch of new commendations that will unlock cosmetics for your ship, depending on if you fight for Flameheart or if you sink him. I'm going to attempt to split this video up into about 3 or 4 different parts, depending on how this goes. So we've got first the Burning Blade. We're going to talk all about the Burning Blade, what we know based on what has been revealed. I just want to be very clear that this is only based on the information we have received publicly. We have seen these images of the Burning Blade. Looks like the sails have changed since the initial reveal. We have the more Flameheart, very Chinese sort of look to it. And as we look at it, we see that it does in fact have 4 cannons on the main deck, and then it has a single cannon on either side of the helm. So if you're a helmsman, you now have your own personal set of cannons to use for when you are in control of the Burning Blade. The Burning Blade will work as a world event. You will see it on the map, just as you do with any other world event, and you look to the sky, there's going to be that big old red spiraling around it, as we've seen here in this trailer. And you will be able to control it or sink it, depending on how you choose to play the game. If you control the ship, you will get access to an obsidian skeleton army. They will help you repair the ship. They will help you shoot cannons and defend the ship, similar to the Bone Collar. The Bone Collar, however, only acts as like a defense system. They only attack other players. Speaking of the Bone Collar, something that is coming out, this update, at least supposedly, is that if you hide, use the hide emote or similar tactic on another player's ship, the skeleton bombs or bone collars will no longer be able to detect your location. Another effect that is whether being implemented or will be soon is that if you run away from these skeleton bomb skellies, and if they lose sight of you, then you don't have to worry about them continuing to chase you. You can then tuck, and then they will only go to the last place that you were spotted. So it's kind of a weird thing because I feel like when you're on someone's ship, you're probably not on it for very long, depending. But if you're a massive tucker and you're tired of getting called out by skeletons, that won't be a problem anymore. So that's a change that's coming that I thought would also be important to note here. The obsidian skeletons look really cool. You do get the opportunity to get a curse for it if you have the Skelly curse unlocked as part of the Servants of the Flame. Servants of the Flame, you have to hit level 100 to unlock the skeleton curse, but we do not know yet at what level it is going to be required to unlock the obsidian skeleton curse. My hope is that the skeleton curse will be unlocked as part of doing the Flame Hearts world event or the Burning Blade world event as a skeleton. Then it's more of a PvP unlock, or not a PvP, more of a PvE unlocked, because although this quest is very PvP based, the core of the Burning Blade is PvE. You take over the ship and then you go around to these skeleton camps and you raise its value. So they haven't outright said this is a PvP focused world event. The point of a world event is that everyone knows where it is and that anyone can come get it at any time. It's important to note that the Burning Blade is impervious to fire attacks, but probably not to kegs. So although the keg will not light it on fire, I'm sure you could put holes in it with a keg. Next part of the Flameheart Burning Blade event is if you choose to sink Flameheart. If you sink Flameheart, you get the Sword of Souls. Now, here's my recommendation. It is not the original Sword of Souls. It is now the Burning Blade Sword of Souls, or they are calling it like the Corrupted Soul or Corrupted Blade of Souls. I don't know. It's literally had like 4 different names, and half the time it's called the Burning Blade, which doesn't make sense because there's too many Burning Blades. The sword is functional. You can run with it. You can slash with it. You can light people on fire with it because it does that, which is cool. You can turn it in as loot. This is the predecessor for single-handed items being able to be turned in while sprinting. Normally you cannot sprint while holding loot in this game, and they are implementing that soon, but not as part of this update. The sword is worth as much as the Burning Blade. Well, maybe not as much, but its equivalent value is determined by how many skeleton camps the Burning Blade has completed. Now, the Burning Blade naturally is probably not completing skeleton camps. It's probably just sailing around. So another player's crew needs to take control of it and do skeleton camps. So if you happen to be the only person who has the option of sinking or joining the Burning Blade's crew, my advice is pledge yourself to the crew and then go start doing skeleton forts. If you see someone who's already going around sailing on it and they've got a little number next to them that shows how many they've done, that's when you want to go sink them, because sinking other players who have completed quests means that your Burning Blade sword is worth more when you turn it in. All right, let's talk about what we know about skeleton camps. Skeleton camps have taken over, I believe it's 5, maybe 6 different islands around Sea of Thieves. That has been hinted at. There's been structures starting to be built at those. We know roughly already what islands those are. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You'll know. The skeleton camps are going to function in 2 ways. 1, if you approach them while you are part of the crew, or 2, when you are not part of the crew of the Burning Blade. If you are part of the crew, your objective is to go into the bottom of these skeleton camps. They have uncovered this ancient puzzle. Complete the puzzle, and then you will increase the value of the Burning Blade. Now, how long is it going to take to complete it when you're part of the crew versus when you have to fight off skeletons because you're not part of the crew? I don't know. But when you are not part of the Burning Blade's crew, you have to fight obsidian skeletons, which means you cannot use fire. And I'm sure that they're going to be pretty rough to do with swords. So because they're obsidian, I would assume they're going to be similar to the gold skeletons in terms of their armor. So that's going to be something we need to figure out when we get into it. But if you complete the fort when you're not a part of the Burning Blade, you will take the orb, a new orb, and you can turn it in. But the video suggested that it's not worth very much. So I don't know what the point is of completing them and turning it in if it's not worth very much, but that is to be determined. But either way, these skeleton forts are really cool. I hope that they're active shooting at you. I hope their accuracy is slightly better than than sea fortresses. But either way, skeleton camps are super cool. They're going to add a lot more of like, oh, I can't sail just towards any island anymore, because there might be skeletons there that are going to start shooting at me. So this is a super exciting update. It's a new addition to the world. We haven't had a new addition since Port Merrick, and let's be real, that's more or less just a shame because Port Merrick, but we won't rant about Port Merrick here. So the objective with these skeleton camps is to get into the bottom and complete the puzzle, which looks like a constellation puzzle of some sort. I don't know if that's going to be fun. It might be. It might just be annoying. But either way, that's the objective. The more you do with the ship, the more value the ship has, both when it is sunk by another player and also when you go to turn it into Flameheart. So to finish this world event, as a player-controlled world event, you have to sail to Reaper's Hideout and turn in the Burning Blade to Flameheart. For the rest of this video, we are going to talk about the cosmetics coming for Season 13, so if you don't want to see spoilers, then don't look now, because I'm about to show you. So, for completing the Flameheart World event, there are two different ways of completing it. If you choose to sail for Flameheart and then complete the quests on behalf of the Burning Blade, you unlock the ship set I'm showing you right now. It looks like an entire ship set. It's based off the Burning Blade. It's pretty cool. If you choose to sink the Burning Blade and turn in the Sword of Souls instead, or whatever it's called now, you unlock a Obsidian Bone Crusher set. So it's a whole new reskin of the Bone Crusher set, but it's kind of ashen, kind of not. And I think it's really cool. And I really, really like the figurehead on the ship here. And in general, I think it's a really cool set. I don't care for the jacket that much, but the rest of it, I'm going to give it a pass. It's pretty cool. All right, here's a slow-mo of all of the 100 levels of Season 13's Season Pass. It's very exciting. There are some really cool stuff in there. And until we get a good close-up look of some things, we won't really know what it is. But I'd say in general, it all looks pretty cool. It looks like we're getting a Reaper's eye patch, a cool orb lantern, and some new tattoos. There's also a bony fish sword, which is cool. That outfit's cool. The ship set's all right. This set showing now is from the Plunder Pass. We'll cover the Plunder Pass in just a second. And also toucans. Toucans are coming if you haven't seen that yet. Up next are these jackets. They're very oriental themed. There's a puffer fish, or I guess it's an isle hopper cup, and Shelly on a figurehead. These cannons are interesting. Bucket head hat. That's cool. There's the new tattoo and the new scar, as well as face paint. And now here's the Plunder Pass. It's everything you can expect from the Plunder Pass. It's the Eclipse set. It's pretty interesting, I'd say. I hope those cannons work okay. It's unique. I'm not sure what it's based off of or where they came up with the idea, but hey, you know, to each their own. And check out that cool eclipse. You can actually see an eclipse in Sea of Thieves. Fun fact. The last thing we're going to cover is the Radiant Comet set that's coming to the Emporium. They're pretty cool. I think they're better than the other one that I can't remember the name of, the Star whatever one. It also includes a lantern with the set. Well, you have to buy it separately. Sting-Tied Cutlass, the Runaway emote bundle, which I don't understand. Toucans. There's a variation of toucans coming. I love the white one. It's really cool. There's also the weapon bundle. And, you know, teach it on if you choose to buy them. That's up to you. Now, a lot of people don't like the Emporium, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But there it is. There's everything that's coming. There's a pink toucan, too, if you like that. And that's it, guys. That's everything I can think of to cover for Season 13. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. And either way, like, I think in general, everything about Season 13 is awesome. I'm a little nervous about how the servers are going to do. but I will be live playing this game as I always am, but especially season 13 starting tomorrow. So yeah, I hope to see you guys on the live streams. Thank you everyone for the support. Thank you members. We hit 50 members. Thank you for the gifted members on this channel. Thank you to everyone who has decided to become a member. I appreciate you all, and you wonderful people have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I appreciate you so much. If you want to watch more content, please click on one of these videos over here. Or if you haven't subscribed, click here. Or up above, if you would like to become a member of the CappCabbage channel for just $4, which is way less than a Twitch sub, and you get bonus emotes and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next video.